Alright. We've got a double match for you coming up. Gotta immediately hop on, get to work here. Load these matches up. We got a double and then one more for you for sure. And then if I'm feeling bold, maybe I'll even do the last broadcast in between. But it kind of depends how this one goes. The last vodcast is a long one. One of our racers is Schrammbles versus LostForWords. Schrammbles, one of the most submittingest players in terms of adding games to the pool. Makes a really active effort to go track down cool stuff and try to make good, useful paste bins and test it and get it submitted. He's found a lot of new, cool things this year. Also, it's pretty darn good. Not many people get that 7 as the first digit on their win rate. Quite exceptional. It's been to 9th, and maybe even more than once. It hasn't quite been able to bring it home. I feel like every tournament could be the tournament where Schrammbles makes top 8 this year. Up against LostForWords, 6th edition. Love this the shot of this crow. Maybe this is really nice shot. Wonder if they took it themselves. Anyway, has joined every tournament ever since they joined back in Mystery Tournament 15. Placed 49th. Has not been able to improve since. Along the way, they've each picked up 1 win. Schrammbles looked really good against Withheld and Stargrove Scramble. It's a Team Bugulon game, platformer. A little bit influenced by Yoshi's Island with, like, you know, the trail of eggs that you sort of employ in various ways. But doesn't really play too much like it. And LostForWords got the win in Looney Tunes Space Race for the Dreamcast. I didn't see that one. I wish I did. That sounds interesting. Now the game is being still drawn. Okay, so
yeah. Well, we had a game that both players had seen before but not played. Looks like they're gonna want to try and find something completely fresh.
Fair enough. 2 of those other racers are Vorap and Beck. Vorap returning for the 3rd time. 60% win rate is pretty strong. First joined in MTX. So this is why I was surprised it said 3rd edition when I was like, I don't remember you before. I think they were here before I was. Got a couple in and then returned for the big 2-0, which is great to see. Got all the way to 17th in Mystery Tournament 13. So that's it then. Joined 10, 13, and now 20. Special skill is just some guy. A lot of people are very humble about their special skill. Up against Beck, who is new, but has this adorable little kitten in the snow, perhaps, blending in with the environment. Got the Lupin music. Alright. They played some matches. Vorap is 1-1. Got a win over Ascorian in Troddlers, which is a sort of a Lemmings-like game. You put blocks down to try to get the Troddlers into the door. And then lost to Callback in Sombreros. Callback's really strong. Just really strong all around. Is currently pretty far along in the winner's bracket, if I remember right. And I think that race, we didn't have many lead changes, but I think everyone was kind of all close to each other a lot of the way. So keeping up with Callback, but ultimately did lose in that Gunsmoke style game, top-down shooter, Sombreros. Really good sense of humor in that game. Beck lost immediately to Bacon Man 12 and Stargrove Scramble, which makes sense because, like, in order... Well, no, it doesn't. There's no reason this match has anything to do with the other match. They just happened to schedule it that way. But, yeah, these were the other two players. It was Schrammbles and Withheld, and then also Beck and Bacon Man played. Beck came out with a loss in that one, dropped down, and then won over Deep Freeze and Void Golf, which was very close between these two. It was a double with two other racers, and those two other racers, one of them was phenomenal. Yume was really, really good. And then Twisty Wristy was there, just like a minute or two behind. And then there was a bit of a gap as these two players caught up, and they were right there on the final bowl or two together. And it was Beck who stayed alive down in the loser's bracket, who joined Vorap for this match. Now that I've told you all about our racers, would love to tell you about the game, but we gotta find one first. Exuno's been hard at work trying to dig this out. 4 players, one of them being Schrammbles, makes it really hard to find a game that nobody has played. Also a little sad that we had to give up on that one earlier that was like, maybe this one? Because I wanted to see it. But if Rainwave's gonna serve up Lupin, I ain't gonna be bored. But I think now, in this, just for the briefest of moments, as we transition over to some Zelda tunes, and Exuno tries to find a game, I'm gonna try to stay in it for the long haul, and that means I gotta take care of myself a little bit. I'm gonna get some more water. And I'll come back to a game, I'm sure. I'm sure the game will be found by then. Just a few minutes. Take care, everyone. No way someone played that game you just pulled.
I mean, I played it because it was my empty race once.
Right.
But LostForWords also apparently played it.
Did you
despite
play it
not being in that
against
race.
LostForWords? Like what?
No, I did not.
Man. I think that's even less likely than us having to redraw Disney Princess whatever. We had a player who's like, I've played all the Disney Princess games. All of them. I own them all. I have a collection. They didn't play Ninja 5.0 on the TV while I was gone, right? I would have hated to have missed it. Getting close on this Sumu level. Only 10 moves left. It's blinking. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clear. It's a fish. I think we got one. The dark list. We definitely have obscure games. If someone's really familiar with the draw list, they could just like, I've had enough of this. You're getting this with this weird one. So they've drawn what I'm gonna call a newer game. The general gamer out there in the world might scoff at such a claim about such a console. We do things a little differently around here. Anyway, that means probably more buttons and possibly even more mechanics. So I'm anticipating a longer pace spin that's going to require time to study. Also, just a straight up longer download. And then maybe you're not used to emulating this console also. So, with 4 players, just because they've got the game doesn't mean we're not in for a lengthier setup here. Sounds like we're gonna kind of learn a little bit, I think. The song is really good. Yes, Sonic before the sequel. Maurice was telling me about this game. He knew what it was for some reason.
AD, you have a good guess, yes. Do you know this game well? Do you want to come talk about this instead of me?
Yeah, anyone who's been a regular watching all the matches, I think, would be able to pick out some of the things I said. We'll be joined by tournament organizer Internet Dirigible at some point in the race. Possibly even for the start of the race, if it turns out, for whatever reason, it takes a long time to get set up.
Yeah. I love this entry ending with good luck in the largest font size available in your entry.
Okay, we got some big text warning them not to do a thing.
we'll have to keep a special eye out on that. Hopefully it won't be too hard to notice. In a very similar game that we saw, we had a similar warning. And nothing went wrong there.
I wonder if maybe even there's like been a little bit of attention given to this pace spin based off of how the other race went. But honestly, I think the other pace spin said some stuff. It was just didn't get absorbed. Happens all the time. Could happen again, we'll have to see. Oh, hey, Syro. This is your submission.
Yes, this is Vorap versus Beck and Schrammbles versus LostForWords. Yes. Your nightmare will recur.
What do you can't submit a game and then be like, oh, I can't believe they pulled it. Oh, no. Like, what do you want? What is the goal?
The goal is not to have a game that eliminates your friends from the tournament. No, Syro, I think the process is general anxiety.
Alright, see a couple streams, got a couple people cropped. Looks like Schrammbles is taking a long time with the download and or the pace spin. I'd take my time with this pace spin. I received some great advice from Top 8 regular Maurice. He said sometimes what he'll do is he will hold the controller in his hands and look at the pace spin and imagine what the game might play like and actually press the buttons. To be like, yeah, go here, jump, do a dash, you know, attack, down stab, whatever it is, right? And just try to already get working on that brain-to-hand connection. And it's helped me.
Especially in a game like this where I think you're not going to be controlling something that you have a lot of. This is not a normal platformer where you just have a jump button and a dash button. This is a game you might not have any genre you might not have any experience with, aside from like maybe a short segment in another game. So just making sure that you understand which analog stick is gonna move what, or actually, does it even specify what the analog sticks do? I don't think it does, which is going to be exciting.
Oh wow, LostForWords actually has a demo going. I don't know if anyone else has watched this demo.
Yeah. Wait,
I think I can actually get switched over already.
Nice.
Don't miss anything. I'm gonna be playing Tank Elite, which is it's got a very long AKA. aka
Yes,
Simple 2000 Series Volume 32, the Sensha.
Is this actually, was volume 31
I think
Earth
so.
Defense Force? Back-to-back viable submissions. What these players are looking at is this mini-map of the objectives and where you're going to be. Very clear, destroy all targets on this one.
The Paceman clarifies you're pick single mission. Mission 1. Mission 1 continue? Select yes. Highlight custom end, and here is where the players are going to ready up.
Also has a warning not to change your tank or any of its configuration. Presumably not even the tank paint, which may or may not have statistics.
Sensha means tank. I didn't actually know that.
I know, like, Sensha is warrior.
Trying to figure out if this is the correct volume. I feel like once explosions start going off, maybe this is like not where we want to be. Maybe I'll bust that down a little bit. We're almost there. Beck's just got to click through a couple more buttons. So, I mean, oh, tank controls, am I right? Oh. That's how everyone... That's what the generic internet video gamer man has said about tank controls. In any context.
When you're controlling a tank, it's a little bit different, okay.
Even most of those other games that have the tank controls usually have it for like a really, really good reason, and actually it's like a little weird. There are problems with playing it any other way. But these tank controls, triangle is machine gun, square is main cannon, circle and X are like forward and back. R1 and L1 are to rotate the cannon. So L1 and R1 bumpers are doing move the cannon. L2, R2 are moving cannon up, down. So the triggers are all about cannon aiming, which is, you would think, just begging for a second stick to do that, but nope.
Yeah. We see our players immediately trying to get used to how to control this. Schrammbles doing a job of just blowing up this tank that starts right in front. Both of our lower racers taking a death to it.
In the very first encounter. The Paceman it very kindly lets you know, like, gives you a big hint on playstyle. It says the Type 97 Shi-Ha, the tank you're using, is flimsy, slow, and has meager firepower. Stand-up fights are not your forte. So you want to angle around a little bit on these enemies.
It does look like I'm not seeing a total overall ammo count. Schrammbles used up all of that main cannon weaponry and is back to 30 with no clip or anything in the background reset, which is important. You definitely don't want to have to worry about conserving your shots in a game like this. So these players will be very suited with just mashing the attack button and trying to take out anything before it kills them.
Okay, Schrammbles mashes before the enemy like reacts, whereas LostForWords drives up on the enemy, and it looks like they're, at least in this first level, very slow to react. So was able to just sort of aim the cannon to the side and then just pull up right alongside and blast away. Another encounter here for LostForWords. the radar on the top left, the mini map, it's kind of zoomed in. It's really not showing you nearly the whole battlefield.
Yeah.
One last shot on that one on the right as LostForWords drives in up close. I think that's a mission complete. Schrammbles getting lined up with the target. Still needs one more. And the bottom racer is looking a little bit lost. I don't see any red arrows on their screen or on their mini maps. Oh, there's a guy. Vorap.
I think Beck is moving to where I expect the last guy to be. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's the last one, but
Oh, Schrammbles blew up
both
with the
of them.
final encounter.
Ooh. Oh, rough.
Vorap is clear.
Beck at very low health, but I think taking out the final opponent. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's a target counter.
Yeah, that's a clear for Beck. Bottom race very close. Top one just opened up with a bit of a gap. You gotta wonder if the little
opposition.
gun, is the gun gonna be good for anything? Schrammbles hitting this guy? I mean, the cursor's not red. Maybe that should be your big blue. Okay. One guy down. LostForWords with the point blank drive-by here, but then this other guy around the cliff just going to work. I think if anyone is ever shooting at you in this game, you need to have already have been moving away or something.
Yeah.
Schrammbles has 4 main shots. Oh, so maybe you have like 5 sets of 30 shots.
No. I saw this. It, ran completely out and then was able to fully reload somehow.
Abort mission? This is not good. LostForWords did die on level 2, but still has a lead. Is trying to line up some snipe here. The Pastebin says even if the target, the reticle will turn red, which makes you think you have a shot, and it looks like LostForWords indeed does. But the turning red mechanic doesn't care about things like trees or other things that will actually block your shot, so it can lie to you a little. Uh-oh. Careful of this corner. We gotta do something about this.
Yeah, low health. Oh, and takes a death there.
Guy is sneaky. About our bottom racers. Vorap's driving around. There's a guy behind this rock. Get him. Okay. Mission failed for Beck. Schrammbles isn't taking any damage from this guy, which is good.
Yeah. But Schrammbles is definitely... Unless there is... I don't see a reload control in this menu. Or this Pastebin. So I don't think they're manually reloading and that's using up an entire clip of ammo. It's just sort of going down as your ammo decreases.
Another encounter for Schrammbles here. It's just being more judicious with shots, I suppose. 7 ammo left for Vorap. Like is driving around, trying to circle around this guy. Yeah, he can't spin around in time. Post. And that's a level 2 clear for Vorap. I think, right? No, wait, what? That's a death.
They've definitely cleared. No, mission complete. It just looks. It shows the enemy tank exploding or whatever.
Yeah, I clocked that, like, oh, when the cutscene plays instead of you just blowing up, that's a complete. But then I just really thought that was our tank, and then I watched it explode.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can reload. And it reloads once you
Yeah.
use all of it, I guess.
Yes.
There's like a guy in the tank whose job it is to load, isn't it? Am I making that up? I might be. Beck with 24 health. Two guys who are pointing right at Beck and are crowding the cliff side here. I think it's going to be hard to get an angle on them before they have an angle on you. It's going to go wide around this corner, dodging the shots, turning the cannon. Hello. Needs to get 8 shots in to blow both of them up. Gets 1 kill, tries to get going. Slightly too slow, but it was a great try. Is Schrammbles doing anything to this guy with the gun?
Not at this point.
Needs to aim up a little bit.
Also, your main cannon does not aim the same direction, or your sub-machine gun does not aim at the same way that your main cannon does, I believe. I don't know. We have internet original here to confirm.
I have arrived. Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
So Schrammbles is still in level 1. LostForWords, I think, is in level 2. Vorap's in 3, and Beck is in 2.
So this game, I went through a journey when I was testing this game. Because I definitely at first was like, this is really dull. I don't know. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but I thought it was really dull. But the more I played, the more I started pushing the limits of what you can do, and it's actually pretty good. You can run up and just run straight into the side of somebody and just spam your main cannon and hope that they don't shoot you first.
Yeah.
And it's pretty effective. Also, the levels do start to switch it up a little bit. It's more than just kill just this guy that's walking around. I mean, it starts out easy.
I don't think the players would say it starts out easy also, by the way. Just we've had a couple of early deaths.
I mean, not easy, but simple, I suppose. This is part of
Sure.
the simple series, by the way. It's called Tank Elite because this is like the European release because it's not in Japanese, but there's a big series of games called the Simple series. That's where Earth Defense Force was from and a bunch of other stuff. I think there's like 40 of them on the PS2, maybe more.
So Schrammbles moving on to Mission 2 the same moment that LostForWords is loading into Mission 3.
Incredible finish of Mission 2 for Beck, driving sideways and launching these shots, dodging while firing back. And LostForWords has employed that drive up on him and give him the business strategy you were talking about, ID.
Yeah. That's what I found to be more effective. However, in the later levels, it becomes useful to do what Schrammbles is doing. So it's kind of like it could equalize, I think, having learned it one way versus the other way. You always want to be prepared to run up on them, though. This tank doesn't seem fast, but once it gets you can like flank them because you spin the top of the tank and your body separately, right? You have separate controls for it, so you can kind of drive sideways next to a guy and then just slam him. Give him the old slam-a-jamma, as they say in the military.
Does the right analog stick do anything?
I don't know.
Really could have been good for aiming, IMO.
Let's see. No, right analog stick doesn't do anything. I'm surprised the left analog stick does anything in a game like this, to be honest.
Yeah, you use the triggers to control each individual tank tread, and depending on which ones you do, you'll turn or go forward.
So Schrammbles is scared. You can't be scared. Sometimes you should be, but in general, you don't want to be as scared as Schrammbles is. It's working out, but it is slow. So there's actually different types of tanks. You can't really tell, and I don't think the real big ones show up until later. But because you're not allowed to change loadouts in this goal, you end up with some tanks that'll literally one-shot you in some later levels. So then you should be scared. I found that studying the map before the mission was just not worth it. If you drive around, you'll find the tanks. Like, it's not that...
Is there a way you can see more of the map in the level? I would definitely be checking, like, if I press start, is there a bigger view of the map or something?
I didn't do it. There is a way.
Oh,
So I couldn't tell you.
Did you play the Grinch and stun the entire screen as the dog?
No, I heard
apparently that's a thing that
that existed on commentary. I think the reason maybe that hasn't been in the pace bin for 20 years is because nobody knew that existed. So I mean, that could be that chance.
Absolutely.
okay, both
Also, the
racers
end of
in
these
the top
levels
race
looks-
have cleared a level here, but I know that was level 2 clear for Schrammbles. I don't remember if this is 2 or 3 cleared for LostForWords.
I believe it's 3. Definitely entered level 3 already.
Okay, so a 1 level lead for LostForWords.
So each of these, we're basically beating 3 areas. We've got, this is by far the worst area, so I'm glad we get it out of the way first. It's just a little boring. And the missions also aren't that interesting. So when you look on LostForWords screen, you can see there's both enemies and targets, which make a whole lot of sense, right? So the enemies you don't have to kill, but they are against you. The targets you have to kill in order to finish the level. We may see at some point what the difference between those two is. One is a big old fixed turret, and one is just the normal tanks we've been seeing. But I did end up just killing the tanks because then they can't shoot at you. That's the logic behind that decision.
Vorap is being chased, has to turn around here. Yeah, their enemy's going to fire first, but their aim is pretty bad here, so that's a kill.
Oh, you can see Beck. So these are these turrets up on these.
Cannot go uphill, but is too close to the turret for it to damage them.
Oh no, the other turret is also shooting.
You don't want to go too close. You can pause to confirm your mission.
And there's a tank right here.
Yeah, who cares?
I mean, Beck is going to care when gets shot again.
Beck has 1 hit left, so can't just go straight.
God.
Okay.
Yeah, you deserve that, honestly. The way you were playing, that thing was shooting. You had to do something. You can't just drive at it like that.
You could definitely flank these guys. I mean, it is. So you have to start being a little bit creative. I don't know, something about this game. At first I was like, this is the lamest game ever, but then I really started to... I liked it.
I know what you mean. I had to put it like a game into the Super 16 race that like for like a bunch of different sort of categories. So I had like George Foreman's KO boxing was in there as like the boxing, like the sports game, you know? And so like I put Gary Kitchen's Battle Tanks in there. And I was like, sure, I guess, some stupid game. And then I started messing around with it, and it turns out like controlling a tank is kind of fun.
Yeah, it's important to note in this. I'm watching Schrammbles here right now. That I think this is too timid of play. This is going to be useful later, but these guys really don't. You can take like 4 hits from it. And so if you've already taken out 3 or 4 guys, you might want to just rush in there.
When you comment on Schrammbles specifically, what I'm really worried about is we saw Schrammbles restart a level, just go into the menu and restart.
Oh.
And it was when he had 0 ammo in the main cannon. And I'm worried it has created this mental trap that I have this limited supply of ammo to take out all the targets with, when just needed to press the attack button 1 more time to reload it.
Yeah, it just refills.
He also died, right? Like to like one of the very first encounters, just straight up died. And this happened to me once. I was racing against Jorf. We got a death here from Vorap in like a driving tank-ish game, and I died and thought, wow, I need to be way safer. And Jorf actually had a ton of success by being far more aggressive and just driving past things. So like sometimes a death encourages you to sort of like do the wrong thing. You go and then you die again, and so you play even safer. You go even further in the wrong direction.
The hardest part about this game, as far as dying and being, because the exact same thing happened to me. The second I played this, I died to the first guy, and I was like, oh man, is tank really hard? But then it turns out, like, you just kind of, it's the deaths take a really long time, so it feels like, man, I made a really big mistake because everything is like really drawn out. So that's another thing. It's just that it feels bad when you die.
Okay, clear for
Also,
Schrammbles.
when you end a level, it very much looks like you just died.
Yes.
So you really can't tell. Like, if you're in a dire situation, you don't really know what happened until you see the thing pop up.
I got bamboozled. I was looking at a tank that I was pretty sure was one of our players, and it exploded, and I was like, wait, I thought we won! Schrammbles starting 4. Is this the turret level that everyone else seems to be on?
Yes.
Okay.
LostForWords has got some good turret shots in. These guys only take 2 hits, I think. The sub-cannon, I basically didn't use ever.
It seems bad.
Sometimes I tried to use it because it felt like I could go straight, like, far away, and it didn't, like, the target didn't matter. I don't know if it really meant anything. It wasn't worth it.
Beck looking really good here. Vorap also driving fast and is able to control their aim to a pretty wide degree rather than sort of mostly aiming right in front the way that, say, Schrammbles is mostly playing.
Oh. This is not a super useful place to be for Vorap, though. Also, probably should take out this guy on the ground. Uh-oh.
What's that poking in on off the screen?
Wait, confused, no issue.
Was it a tree branch? The radar doesn't seem to... You don't see anyone. So mission 5 begun here for LostForWords, a 1-stage lead in the top race. Bottom race is back.
I think at certain point is not even... Like, hopefully Schrammbles don't get because... Oh, a death from Schrammbles, that's tough.
Yeah, Schrammbles got blown up at, like, it looked like 2 shots. The turret it was down to 70 health, had 30 left, got shot again and died. I only saw 2 shots, but maybe I missed the first one or whatever.
So, mission 15 at this point is probably seeming pretty long. And it is in a sense, but as I started going, I started getting a lot faster. Just being more aggressive. And then there are, there are some missions where you need to actually kind of strategize about the path you're going to take and what you're going to do. Yeah, so like this strategy that I see Schrammbles doing here, where you kind of stop off and like you're trying to outrange the enemy, definitely possible. I don't think that's one that I ever really tried to utilize myself.
Mission
except
complete.
in some really specific circumstances.
For Beck, so now leads in the bottom race, is going on to mission 5.
Nice. You said LostForWords is on 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's both these missions. You shoot these cannon guys, I guess.
Schrammbles looked over and saw the turret in the distance, like acquiring him as a target, rotating over. Let's see if he's more comfortable. If he can keep this angle on it. Oh, the other turret is shooting at him. Look out. This is not a good spot to be in.
No, I'm not loving it.
Having a lot of trouble moving and aiming at the same time. These are different buttons you can press at the same time. Okay. No, the back one is shooting. But it didn't kill?
It's all good.
How is it not hitting? It's going right through his tank.
It's too far.
He's just gonna turn around and look at it and fire back. Can't find the target. But if you move, you're gonna die because you're on some weird magic pixel right now. Here we go. Still alive.
There we go. We're good.
Mission 6 for LostForWords. Change of scenery.
Don't turn around. No. Why would you turn around? No. I have to be Maurice. Why would you turn around?
Yellow guy is on the map here for Beck. That's the turrets, I guess, showing up that way. I think Beck is dead.
Yeah, so that's like the strong guy. He's got like, he takes like 5 hits.
Oh, 39-second clear of that level. Beck just drove past the turrets right into this guy and blew him up point blank.
Yeah, it says you only have to kill the boss. LostForWords is in the second world, the desert. LostForWords, excuse me.
One down.
Maybe I did say LostForWords, and I just said second world. I don't know.
Vorap and Schrammbles shooting away. Had a target lined up.
Tank Elite is not from the makers of Elite Dangerous or Sniper Elite. Tank Elite is by some overworked Japanese folks that probably had like a 1-month deadline for each of the games that they made.
I mean, that's probably a lot of Japanese game developers.
That's true.
Schrammbles is not quite getting hit by this turret.
He was too far away. Stopping is what you don't want to do. You could probably
around.
apply that to the majority of mystery races. But
Vorap here as well. Mission 6. There's the Oasis. LostForWords has reached it. And there's an enemy camping around this corner. It failed completely to ambush and is now dead. That's 6 done for LostForWords. Okay, Schrammbles gets 1 turret and is now on the move, trying to dodge the other one, but has no space. What are you gonna do about this? Go right to your magic ditch where nothing can hit you. Okay, good plan, I guess.
it's looking good, but is only 1 hit from death. Now you have to remember, Schrammbles is still on mission 4.
Yeah,
Pretty big lead for LostForWords.
bottom race pretty close. Beck driving fast, landing shots, trying to get the last couple hits. Runs into a wall, look out.
Yeah, just stop dead. That's not what you want to do.
Gets the kill.
That's a win for Beck. Looked like a
Vorap
loss, but I promise it wasn't.
powering through the Oasis here. This might be the last guy here. We would be tied. Okay, 1 more, at least. And then another behind a cliff. Ah, this ridge is too close.
Oh no,
Poor Schrammbles.
the ridge is too high.
Beck really aggressive, still full health. Vorap moving on to stage 7 as well.
I think the only chance Schrammbles has to catch up is if he just gets fed up at some point and starts being really aggressive. Because that can happen. I've definitely done that in the middle of the race. Been like, I'm pissed off that I'm dying over and over. I'm just gonna try and like not care, and then sometimes that works.
LostForWords trying to line up a long distance shot here. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Oh, but
it's interesting that
ambushed.
It just tells you your trajectory. There we go. Schrammbles finishing stage 4 at least.
It's clutch.
Oh no, LostForWords died. Mission failed. I didn't notice.
Ambushed by a guy on the side. Was trying to line up this really clever shot, and then a guy just drove up on the side. Hello.
Rolling up.
He wasn't even on the mini map either, because the mini map is like shows you a lot left to right, but not a lot top to down. There could be a guy pretty close to you, and you won't even see him on there. Good way to not get snuck up on is to keep moving yourself. Here's 5. Boss mission. Maybe Schrammbles will approach it differently.
Yeah, so here Schrammbles needs to just ignore almost everything and just go for the red.
That's what we're seeing.
Well, it's looking good. Look at these turns.
This ridge is a little concerning. Mission complete for Beck. I think is the first player on to level 8.
Nice. Yeah, and they may do a few levels out of order because you have to navigate the menu kind of funny.
Here comes Schrammbles, took 90% damage in one shot, goes
Oh.
to 0.
Could have done it. Could have. I mean, you got to hit him from the side.
Yeah, don't drive
You
at
kind
him.
of slam into the side. It's also very interesting how long it takes you to speed up. Like, it really does take a long time to get up to top speeds.
Vorap joining Beck on mission 8. Pretty close in the bottom race. LostForWords trying to hunt down the last guy on 7. Been here for a minute and a half.
That's interesting. There he is.
Schrammbles firing away. Has cover behind a tree or something. Gets all the hits.
Dead.
And LostForWords clears 7. So as Schrammbles moves on to 6, LostForWords moves on to 8. Pretty big gap. Guys on the other side of the oasis. The trees provide cover. Driving around is Vorap. Nice shots.
It's either 9 or 10 that's, like, really hard. So there is some... And then the hardest missions, like the most unique ones, come in the third set. So the race does continue, even into the end. We're pretty close on the bottom here, though, I think.
Beck just cleared 8. Is this the last guy for Vorap to keep pace? Yes, it is.
Wow. Rank B.
We'll see if Schrammbles has like a new lease on life after pulling off that boss assassination. Look at this.
I think does a little bit.
This is video games.
Yes, this is video games right here. Oh, I haven't had chat open the whole time. Hopefully no one's been saying anything too interesting.
Our chat is always very interesting.
Is this going to go to 90? I highly doubt it.
No,
It's not that hard.
they figured some
And the
stuff
missions are not long.
Okay. Schrammbles-
Also, I noticed, so even though they start coming at you right away, they won't fire until, like, a lot of these basic guys won't fire until they have a really good shot. And so you can almost always just kill them first.
Oh wow, this level Beck is on. These 3 things just start out pointed right at you.
Yeah, this is the one. This is the one where they come running at you.
You gotta drive out of this. Oh my gosh, there's more even.
Oh, the one Vorap is on is the one I was thinking of. Beck might have already gone past this level. Or maybe is doing a different one, them in a different order.
True. That would make sense, because I didn't see any of them beat a level.
So this one's kind of silly. It's like defend. You have to defend your thing, but you can also just kill all the guys. And then it ends. So that's what I would recommend. You have like a guy, see how he's going to the base? You have to protect him.
Okay. LostForWords clears 8, but took a little bit longer than Schrammbles to clear 7. So it's made up a little, or to clear 6, rather. Schrammbles is on 7. LostForWords heading to 9. But has made up, I don't know, 20 seconds or something. Bottom race, a little more unclear, this asynchronous progress.
Yeah, we gotta pay close attention here. Vorap still has 10 to do. Beck is now doing 9, I think. Yeah, so see how there's one blue guy
Yeah.
and there's these yellow guys. So like I said, you don't actually have to like engage with this protection mission really at all. You can just go hunt everyone down.
So they're yellow because the mission objective is not to kill them. They're just enemies.
Yes. But like here we are.
Yeah, basically a clear. I don't think anything is left to touch Beck. Or the precious escort. Unless you get in the way.
Yeah, you probably. I wonder if you can push him like in, speed running and cutscenes or whatever. Where they try and
Yeah,
push
Beck is
people's hair.
trying. It didn't work. Vorap. What is this a death? Is this a complete? Complete.
Mm-hmm.
It was dicey.
Wow, so Vorap's ahead.
Well, they're very close. 9 and 10 now, both complete for these players. 5 levels remain. So Schrammbles is beginning 8, and LostForWords just died on 9? Succeeded on 9? Succeeded.
Exceeded on 9. That's pretty big. 9 is not easy.
Schrammbles is getting cornered, by which I mean a corner is affecting him. Okay, gets the kill. I don't think
So
a
this
tank
third
would do
level
well
thing-
in the desert. I wouldn't have thought it would even be possible to drive around. Tell me about the swampland or whatever we are.
Yeah, it's to me, I was kind of picturing like a World War II, like a D-Day kind of situation, because there's like a big water out to the side. These tanks are powerful. You see how many hits he's taken.
Yeah. Wow.
So there's stronger tanks here that hurt you worse and are more aggressive. And these ridges make it kind of difficult. In this level, some of the tanks have the high ground, and it makes it kind of difficult to get around.
Schrammbles completes another level, but so is LostForWords. Has done 9 and 10, going to be moving on to 11. Schrammbles, I think, needs to begin 9 and 10. The point blank, trying to dump the last few shots in here. Oh, Vorap's firing the other gun for some reason.
Oh,
Okay, there goes the last bullet. And it's reloaded. I'm gonna use one tank for cover from the other, maybe? Is driving around in circles is dead.
this is gonna die. I don't think so. Yep.
Beck is driven up on a hill
Look at
and is now
Beck's
shooting.
mini-map. Look at that mini-map. Wherever we are, it's not where we want to be. I'll say that.
Yeah, you kind of got to go around these guys, not through the middle, but here we are. Okay, running out. They can't turn in time. This is going to be 2 dead.
It's looking pretty good. Schrammbles knows a lot about battle bots. I know that. It's trying to... We don't have... Unfortunately, the tank doesn't have like a big sword or hammer or anything to fight these guys point blank.
Okay, this looks like an easy 9 clear for Schrammbles.
Vorap is not looking... This guy is... Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Okay.
You're okay now.
Are we going backwards? No, we're just... Got a camera in a weird spot.
You can't catch up.
Oh no.
Ran out of circle to strafe around.
Oh,
Schrammbles
Schrammbles just died on 9.
Bummer. Same with LostForWords. I think is in a menu. On 12. So that's a gap opening up in the bottom race. Still 11 for Vorap, 12 now for Beck.
Yeah, I agree. I think Vorap thinks they ran out of ammo.
Back on the run from these 2 guys. Driving out from this void. I guess that's the water. It's going point blank, more or less. I think kind of got away with something there on that guy. Schrammbles is going to be clear of 9. LostForWords is on a ridge. One more
Schrammbles
guy.
didn't bother killing some of these guys on 9.
Suddenly some tranquil music. S rank. So 10's tricky. Boxed in by a lot of enemies. I feel like Schrammbles has learned you can't stay still. He's gonna have the right approach, I think, at the beginning.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's especially in area 3, it's important to keep moving. There were definitely a few times in this third area where I just lost due to poor play. Like, it does ramp up the difficulty for sure.
Vorap is going to try to get the last few shots
Oh,
on these
no!
guys before
Who's
they
this
turn
guy?
around. The thing to do there, I think, is to just keep driving and accept you didn't take him down. You gotta, like a helicopter making strafing runs or something. I think you need to, like, leave and turn around somewhere safe and come back.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I understand
well,
wanting to just sort of bet
technically
it
in
off.
Mission 10, you're trying to protect your base, but, like, it's completely irrelevant. You have 5 guys to kill, and then you can move on.
Okay, 10 complete. Schrammbles joining LostForWords on stage 11.
That's huge. That's huge.
And Beck...
And you notice how much faster... Like, we had some people still in Area 1 after 25 minutes, and now after just 13, we've gotten through all 5 in the desert. There's just something about the game. I think the desert is just more open, so it's faster to finish these missions, and you get a little bit more confident.
Yeah, less ridges. You're able to sort of drive your lines more comfortably. So this camping strategy on this ledge here for LostForWords says 2 more tanks to deal with. Oh, this guy, like, had a shot this whole time and didn't take it. That's fortunate. And also you get to fire back, like a shooting through your shield in Space Invaders.
Yeah, I think just due to the sort of cheap nature of this game, it's not like the enemy AI is that good. Like, they're pretty basic. You need to be prepared for the idea that you may be in a situation where you should be dying, but you won't necessarily. Like, you gotta try in this game.
Oh, the peekaboo for LostForWords gets the clear on 11. Schrammbles getting the first taste of combat here. And it's Beck out in front. Vorap clears... I think that might have still been 11. And goes on to 12, but I think Beck might be on 13.
This level's huge for Beck.
Oh my god.
This is the bridge level. So...
Oh, you gotta just get across.
Yeah, you actually just have to take out the bridge. That's in the paste bin. It says... Mission 14, overrun defenses, means specifically cross the other side. Oh, that's cross the other side. There's one where you have to take out the bridge.
Oh, maybe that's this one
you
then.
just have to cross the other side.
Because I didn't think Beck was on 14.
Maybe this is the one where you have to destroy the bridge. The only hard thing about this level is that you can kill all these tanks and then destroy the bridge and then be on the bridge and just lose. Like, because you're a little bit too close.
Vandal's hearts, a Vandal hearts move.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
I do know. I think you posted that. That was really funny, actually.
So Vorap is going to take down this guy approaching from the other side of this wall. Schrammbles finds the last enemy I think this is on 11. Nope.
Nope.
In the water.
Oh, nope, this guy.
Trying to sneak up on me.
The creature, Loch Ness monster coming out here.
From the Blue Lagoon. Black Lagoon? I forget where the creature comes from.
Black Lagoon. Blue Lagoon's a song that people in their 80s dance to.
It's also a weird movie, I think, if I remember right.
That's
Oh,
Blue
Schrammbles. Oh.
I can't believe that's rough. That's a rough death from Schrammbles. Did LostForWords finish 11?
I think this is the last tank here. There's more. From the water. Turn around. Look out. He's driving for cover through the gap. Oh no, it's an invisible wall.
You can't make it through that gap. No way can you make it through that gap.
Okay, they're not coming from the water, I guess. I don't know where the last enemy is for LostForWords. I see a loading screen for Vorap.
Schrammbles thinks they have limited ammo. That's rough.
13 beginning now for Vorap. Beck has been on this level a while. Took the fight to the bridge, got some kills, and then swung around and retreated. And is now like approaching a second time here, but is like pretty head on. Yeah, is playing pretty thoughtfully here towards the angles the enemies have. This is good stuff.
Schrammbles has gotten themselves into a pretty rough situation here. I don't know what the hell's going on.
The
You
point
me?
blank?
No.
That was tough. I like Doom a lot, and I think Doom is like something about its like core DNA that has made its way into so many other games means it's so applicable to so many other things. But in big slaughter maps where there's lots of monsters attacking all the time, the thing that you need to worry about is not the monsters, but the space you have to move around. You need to sort of fight for space, and you need to monitor and see how much you have and how much you need. And that death by Schrammbles there was a matter of space. Complete. So we're gonna see exactly which mission Beck is on, because 13-14, it's been a quantum state. I'm sorry I missed the various transitions. Okay, skipped ahead to 14, still has 13 to do. This makes sense.
Schrammbles taking another death on 11. Could be pretty hard to catch up now.
Complete for Vorap.
Although I remember on one of these levels, might have been 15. I don't know. You have to like come down off of a ridge. You start high, and I died a lot.
Schrammbles running out of space. Finishes the tank off. Who's coming from behind? No one. We're clear. Beck's got a lot of tanks. LostForWords. Lining up this one from far away here. Different approach. We're seeing everyone take on this more don't stop moving approach. But every now and then...
Oh no! Schrammbles is out there! I don't know if you can survive.
Now I'm the creature of the Black Lagoon.
No, it looks fine. Looks fine. Yes,
Complete.
reloaded!
And has the
Schrammbles
speed.
did know about reloading now.
I don't think Schrammbles can get both tanks here. Oh, never mind.
One of them was a weak tank. So one of them was baby tank, and so I think we're through.
LostForWords beginning
it's gonna be pretty tough.
14.
Schrammbles has 4 missions left. LostForWords only has 2. Beck and Vorap, I think Vorap is on 14 now, but has already done 13. Beck is just now finishing 13.
And
so
has already done 14, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a half-stage lead with only 1 level left. You said it might be really hard. We're going to get our first look at it.
I'm trying to remember. Maybe this is the one where you destroy the bridge.
Vorap maybe can just pass these guys on the left here. But it's going to try to fight him. You can't stop.
Schrammbles is in the water. One of these tanks, they're both baby tanks. No problem.
Music is pretty intense.
We're at the spots where bosses are showing up as normal enemies. We don't need to worry about these normal enemies anymore.
Oh, 15's got close quarters against a bunch of tanks. This is how it starts? Excuse me?
Yeah, okay, this was the one, I think, where I died quite a bit. I'm trying to remember.
I mean, how can you
I
not
think this is
die
the one where you gotta
alive?
blow up the bridge. I think LostForWords strategy, it's hard for this to fail, though.
I was getting a good beat on this guy. Vorap's
For
looking
14,
for
I mean.
anything. There's a guy.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So 15 is the destroy the bridge one. Beck says, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
You can There's a way you can just do it. What happened there? Failed? Oh, just died right away? You eventually just get kind of used to the to the way it works. Like you can get all these guys, and you have to. I don't think you can leave any of them alive, honestly.
This is like you've
'Cause they're
made
too
a really
aggressive.
bad save somewhere, and you saved over your game, and this is the only one you have, and you just need to
Yeah.
to like what's the Tom Cruise time travel get it all perfect movie with the war?
Edge of Tomorrow.
You got to Edge of Tomorrow. This bridge right now is the only way out.
I also want to be clear. The Edge of Tomorrow is based on a manga, and that manga is called All You Need Is Kill.
I like that.
Kind of lame that they changed it to Edge of Tomorrow, to be honest with you.
Okay, Beck didn't get shot there. The range from these guys, it's going into the ground. It's going to back up. Can't back up past the bridge or something.
Beck is too close to destroy that bridge. If Beck had successfully destroyed the bridge right there, Beck would have died by being on the bridge. You have to be significantly away from the bridge. You can't be partially on it.
LostForWords is here on this last level. Tank's just driving, and then eventually some shots come through. It's hard to tell what's even happening, but I just don't see how. I guess if you can drive past them, that would be good.
I guess. Then you'd just be on the other side, then turn around. I mean, it wouldn't be that useful.
You'd have time while they were turning around.
Schrammbles just finished 13, so only has 14 and 15 left.
15 could be the big decider. Vorap's on 14 at the bridge, is doing some careful sniping on some of these guys.
See, LostForWords is kind of making it happen here.
Beck is not. They're
I'll
dead.
go LostForWords.
This is ridiculous. Okay, what's the plan, Vorap? Because you need to turn your tank. You're just gonna stand here and fight it out. That's not a win though, right?
I think gonna succeed.
Oh, Vorap.
This guy's too dumb. He's too dumb. He's got a lot of health, that guy. Okay. One more guy.
Vorap just lost by blowing up the bridge on 14.
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
I didn't even know you could do that. You need to drive to the other side, and you don't have a bridge anymore. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Schrammbles is charging across the bridge.
LostForWords succeeded, but was on the bridge.
No. What is this game?
You can't be on the bridge when you blow it up.
Beck is blowing up the...
I think Beck just died.
Dead.
Man,
Vorap's
this is
dead.
crazy. Is everybody on 15 now? No, Vorap's on 14.
Yeah.
Schrammbles is on 14. So I meant everyone except Schrammbles.
It would be really good if the two racers racing each other around 15 and the other two were on 14, but no. We have a one-stage lead. However, this stage seems to be slightly impossible, so we could end up with everyone on the last level.
I killed everything and then blew up the bridge.
Can you back up all the way? You must be able. You have to be able to get off the bridge if you die when the bridge blows up and you're on it. So
Yeah, you can go anywhere you want. I mean,
And do you back up faster than you go forward, or like the same speed
No.
or slower, or?
Oh, Schrammbles, no. Okay, maybe this is
Stay
fine.
moving, stay moving.
Yeah, just back way up so their angle is bad. Can they destroy the bridge? That would not be good. You'd be like, stop shooting the bridge, guys. They know it's my mission to make it across this bridge.
Another death from LostForWords. Beck is doing around on the
Schrammbles is
bridge.
doing a lot of damage to the bridge.
Hold on, Schrammbles. There's only one guy left. There's no way Schrammbles knows you can destroy this bridge and lock yourself out of a win. One more shot. Okay, Schrammbles is going to be on 15.
Schrammbles is gonna be on 15. That's huge.
Another fail for Beck. LostForWords. Hold on.
LostForWords is looking good, though. These guys are stationary, I think. I don't think they drive up. Well, this guy does.
Couldn't you just back up and blow the bridge up from that side, or does it matter what side?
Yeah, you could.
So this is like totally unnecessary. Might die here. That's it. I don't think there's basically anything left that can stop LostForWords from winning this race.
I don't think... I mean... I don't know. Is at least gonna not be on the bridge, hopefully.
We're off the bridge.
Yeah, gonna shoot... Well, yeah, now I think this is... We're done here.
A heroic late effort from Schrammbles. Beck is trying to get past all the tanks, and it's not working. Vorap now on 15. Shooting down at the bridge and backing up. I mean, maybe that's all it takes.
GG to LostForWords. It was a valiant effort from Schrammbles. Just didn't connect with the game fast.
Vorap is done. Takes the lead. No, it's... Wait, failed? It looked good to me.
Blew up the bridge. Yeah, but probably blew up the bridge while being on it.
Was on the bridge still? Oh my god, I thought they were off.
Well, that's what happened to me the first time. I thought I was off. But then they pulled me back in.
Oh no, that... Okay, wait. Did this... I think this is a win now. Okay. A shot, I guess. I don't know.
Schrammbles is like, what if I just hang out here and blow the bridge up?
I mean...
Is that a finish?
That could be. No.
Mission failed. I guess that's too close to the bridge?
I don't understand. I can't tell. Oh, a tank made it across.
Oh, right. When a tank crosses, you lose. I forgot about that.
Okay. Okay, but this time, though, I don't know how Schrammbles didn't die just firing at everything that approached, but...
Has 100% health even.
Yeah, this was how LostForWords won.
Look at that health. What a close race. That's a GG for Schrammbles.
Vorap is done for real this time as well.
There was like a weird little ferry that was going across the bridge in that cutscene. I don't know if you saw that.
No.
It was like a weird little light that was flying down the middle of the bridge. I think that's just some sort of mistake, but it was weird looking.
This...
Oh, and Vorap finished. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, this was a great comeback from Vorap.
Yeah. What a close race all around. Because this game really didn't have to be that close, honestly. Like, it's crazy how everyone was within just a couple minutes of each other.
Especially when we saw some pretty big gaps open up earlier on.
Just don't move.
He's got a hot mic. I do kind of want to listen even a little bit to poor Beck. Got here first.
Okay, I mean, that makes sense. I thought it would have been fun.
Did get here first. Got here first out of everyone. That's disappointing.
Yeah. I mean, it's a wild level.
Yeah, I think isn't realizing that when the tank comes over, that counts as a loss. Blowing up the bridge while being on it is just bad life advice. You got to be careful about blowing up bridges that you're not also there.
I don't know what is going on with Rainwave as a source
Yeah,
on the
it's over there.
layout.
It's a weird place for it to be.
Yeah. All right, one thing I can guess.
Nice.
Good. This is all good. Just accidentally launched my emulator. But hopefully here on this screen we get a bit of music. So there is one more match for 10 p.m., which is in 30 minutes.
I see that.
There's only one vodcast. It's too long to fit in this gap.
Darn, I wish I had prepared that tier list already. No, and unfortunately I won't be able to commentate the next race. I'm leaving on a trip right after work tomorrow, so I've got cleaning and packing to do.
Ooh. I'm
going
definitely
to
a night before packer. Some people are like, oh, for 2 weeks I'm making sure I put things in this suitcase. It all gets done the night.
I don't have enough stuff. Like, I don't have separate stuff that I could wear to work every day and have packed. I don't have 2 sets of stuff. I just have 1 set of stuff. I need to use that stuff until
Using
I need
that
to
stuff.
pack it. I need the stuff. I'm going to LA from Seattle, and it's cooler there than it is here. It's way too hot in Seattle right now, and it's like not that bad in LA. So that's pretty cool. I think Bex has it this time. Don't start firing your machine gun now. You know that that's a bad decision. Oh my gosh, you better not blow up this bridge when you're still on it. You better not blow up this bridge, Beck. There it is!
GG.
GG. I thought I recognized this music. Llama Lana music. Way to go, Beck. That's all 4 of our racers finishing the race. No forfeits today. Tank Elite is way too fun. Let's just say that's why. Tank Elite is way too fun, so no one would ever forfeit it. Man, that sure was close, though.
That was awesome. I'm glad that game worked out so well as a race.